Welcome to our live stream of high school sports. Please note that this broadcast is produced by an independent team of sports enthusiasts, and the views, opinions, and commentary expressed are solely those of the commentators and not representative of the schools, teams, or athletes featured. While we strive for accuracy, occasional errors or misstatements may occur. This stream is intended for entertainment and educational purposes only. Thank you for joining us and enjoy the show.
Yeah, come on, let's go. Hey, you ain't never seen nothing like this. Ain't no telling how it might get. It's the hype, it's right here. High school sports at its finest. So many highlights, you have to rewind it. Hey, Stream City, let me just remind ya. The heart of a lion, a team full of fighters. So many stars on the field, it'll blind ya. They're giving everything they got till the time's up. Yeah, legends in the making, history is made. We just getting started, you ain't seen a thing. YSN, gotta know the name. They gon' bring the flames, they gon' do their thing. Take it to another level, don't hold back. High school, got a passion and we show that. Got the drive and you know they got the heart. Number one spot for your high school sports. Let's go for the win.
Hey. And welcome into a Thursday episode of YSN Live. As the song says, your number one spot for high school sports. We're going to get it going on a Thursday. We have a great show for you today. I'm Anthony Herwig. I am riding solo today because DJ has early dismissal for his young one, so probably got the YSN mobile full of kids that want chicken nuggets from McDonald's, and I'm here hosting the show by myself. So to each its own. We have a great Thursday nonetheless, and DJ will of course be back on Monday. He'll also be live tonight at Western Reserve for zone coverage starting at 5. So if you need your DJ fix, then he'll still be on the network tonight. No worries at all. And I'll be here for you from 12 to 1. We have a great show. Like I said, we are going to have a live guest from Poland, the brand new NEA champions in boys soccer. Michael Hostel will join the show at 12:15. And then also, we are going to play an interview with the hero of Garrettsville, the one that they all deserve, Hannah Timmons, the kicker that hit the game-winning PAT for Garfield to get them over Liberty on Friday. We'll talk to her about that moment, about what it went to, about getting on the football team, that journey, and also a really good soccer season that she's having. Can't let that go under the radar, as Garrettsville Garfield girls soccer is having a turnaround season for their program. They had definitely 3 wins last year, 0 wins 2 years ago. This year, 7 wins. So they are definitely trajecting up, and Hannah Timmons is a big reason why. So we'll talk to her about not just the football moments and the great football team she's a part of, but also what it means to have a program turn around in Garrettsville Garfield for soccer. So it'll be a great interview there. Before we get to those two, though, we want to kind of give a little bit of recap of stuff that happened last night because we have more champions crowned. And we'll start with the game I was at, Jefferson versus Edgewood, CVC Lake Division on the line in volleyball. And basically it came in, Jefferson had a little bit less to lose because, of course, if they lost, they were still champions. They just didn't want to share. And Edgewood had to win this game for the championship. It was win or you're in second place for Edgewood. And you felt this, especially in the first 2 sets, just a little bit more, I think, of a sense of urgency on Edgewood's side. They made a couple of more plays, especially down the stretch, got a little bit of a run, stayed away from a little bit of the sloppiness in the first 2 sets. And I think that's one of the reasons why Edgewood won. I really do. I'm watching this game. They're both really equally matched. They played a 5-set game earlier in the season that Jefferson won. You just felt like Edgewood's backs were against the wall. They felt the loss from Tuesday against Madison that kind of put them in this situation. And they bounced back in a way that Coach Vinsel probably could not be more proud of, because it's really hard to go into Tuesday saying, okay, we have a chance to just go out and win the CVC, and then you'll lose in 4 sets to Madison. Now you're looking around saying, well, all we can do is share. We can still win it, but now we put ourselves in a position that we have to win this game or we don't get the championship. And that must have been a really tough position to be in. But with fortitude, they came back and won this Jefferson game. Honestly, handedly. I mean, I know it was 4 sets, so it wasn't. You can't say it was domination, but all 3 sets they won didn't even get into the 20s. So it was 25-19, 25-19, 25-19. It just felt like they were the team with a little bit more urgency last night. Jefferson played well, played hard, saved off the 3rd set to avoid the sweep. But it just, I got a sense that they were just not as, I don't want to say dialed in. They weren't as backs against the wall mentality. They weren't like win or we just don't get anything. It just felt very much like we want to win this game, but if we don't, we got the championship kind of thing. And Edgewood was, we got to win. We have to win this game. And they just kind of played a little bit more crisp. When you dive into the stats, Faith Vinsel for Edgewood led the way with 26 kills. I said it before on this show. I'll say it again. In my opinion, Faith Vinsel is the best player in Ashtabula County and one of the best players in the whole region. We got to see her live on YSN, which we don't get to do nearly as often as we should. But a great performance by her. But also senior Addison Lamson with 13 kills. And it felt like more, to be honest. But the final tally was 13. She had a great night with I think 9 digs as well. Faith Vinsel a double with 17 digs in the back row, so she's more than a hitter. And then their setter that does an amazing job, Summer Matthews with 41 assists last night for the Warriors. Had a chance to talk with both Addison Lamson and Faith Vinsel. You can find those post-game interviews on our YouTube page at YSN Live. If you're over there, if you're watching on YSN, hey, how you doing? If you're not subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button. It should be down there in the bottom right hand of your screen. Hit that subscribe button. And if you also are subscribed and you like what you see from YSN's YouTube, don't forget to hit that notification bell because we post a lot of stuff on YouTube, whether it be post-game interviews, player profiles, coaches' corners, our live shows like Zone Coverage and YSN Live. They're all up on YouTube. They're all archived. You don't want to miss any of the stuff that we post. And the only way you can, for sure, never miss anything is that notification bell. Because then YouTube will tell you, hey, guess what? YSN Live just posted something. You'll be like, oh, let's go check it out. Let's go see what's going on. Because the YouTube algorithm is weird. And it can be a little bit, you can miss some stuff if you don't hit the notification bell. And, I had a great chance to finally in person meet Kyle McGurr. And of course, Cheyenne McGurr's senior night. Got to give a shout out to her and everything that she's put in to Jefferson, the lone senior of the Jefferson Falcons. And they came out in droves to support her, by the way. The student section was raucous for Jefferson. The crowd was great for both teams. But, we've had Cheyenne on this show. It was one of the best interviews of the season, in my opinion. And it was great to kind of be a part of her senior night and be able to celebrate Cheyenne and the CVC champions. You can't take that away from Jefferson. They did the work all season to get a CVC championship. Yes, they have to share it with Edgewood. I'm sure they would have loved to have it themselves outright, but they are still CVC champs, and they are still getting a home tournament game come postseason. This was the regular season finale for both teams, so they both look ahead to tournament time. Jefferson with a home game against Hubbard on the 16th, and then Edgewood hosts Brooklyn, I think, on the 16th as well. If I'm trying to remember because I looked at a lot of tournament games last night. I want to backtrack and make sure this is correct. Hold on, I'll go to our handy dandy tournament spreadsheet brought to you by Mike Swinehart and put it all in one spot. Let's see, Edgewood in Division 3. I should say 4. Well, there they are. Edgewood in Division 4, excuse me. Glenville. I was wrong. See, that's why you check. They will host Glenville on the 16th of October in their tournament game. So Jefferson and Edgewood have a chance, actually, if they both are able to win their district, to have a third matchup in regionals. That'll be a hoot if that happens. And if it does, I am going to calmly and very politely push someone in that community to sponsor that game, because I want to be there, and the only way we can be there to broadcast is if games get sponsored. So, if we see an Edgewood versus Jefferson rematch in the regionals, please, someone in those communities, you can split it 100 sponsor it. I want to broadcast it. We go from talking about the great volleyball last night to talking about an NE8 champion, and we'll bring him on as we roll out the blue carpet for one of Poland's own. They are the NE8 champions in boys soccer. It is Michael Hostel coming on the show live. Michael, thank you so much for coming on, buddy. We are so happy to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
And we like getting kids out of school, but unfortunately today's the day where you get out of early. So we can't get you out of class, but we're still happy to have you.
Yeah, luckily I got Thursday and Friday off this week, so ended up working out great.
NE8 champions plus 2 days off. You're living the high life, man. You're living the high life.
Pretty great.
So let's talk about this. NE8 champions, let's get this out of the way. What's this feel like? I know this team has worked so hard all year. There are definitely tough opponents in the NE8, and even last night did not come easy. It was a 1-0 grind out win over South Range to clinch it. What does it mean to kind of culminate this season into a championship and fulfill some of these team goals that you've had?
I mean, it's our first step towards the playoffs. I mean, it's just our first achievement. Yeah, we won the conference now, but now we got to look forward to districts. We got to look forward to regional. I mean, we just got to keep looking forward, keep beating that adversity. I know South Range game was a little harder. I mean, 1-0, close game, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's a score. So we just got to keep pushing through.
Yeah, and you look at that attitude, and it's probably not as easy as you just made it sound to give hey, NE8 champions, that's cool. Next, right? But was it like that, or did you guys celebrate for a while and then kind of flip that switch today?
I mean, no. I mean, our conference is full of good teams. I mean, we got to be focused for every single one. I mean, yeah, we were pretty happy after the big win, especially since it was such a close game. But yeah, I mean, it was just nice to see our hard work pay off. I mean, from the summer to preseason to now.
And here you are as an upperclassman. What's it like to kind of take that next step? The first 2 years of high school, you're looked at as one of the younger kids on the team. It's your time to kind of learn and get your feet wet. Now here you are as a junior, and now all of a sudden it's like, okay, now we're counting on you to be a leader a little bit. We're counting on more responsibilities from you. What's that been like transitioning into an upperclassman?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird. I mean, the first 2 years I had a lot of great people to look up to. I mean, I had a good senior class, good junior class, and now, I mean, I feel like I still have that senior class as well. My captains, I mean, they help me so much. I mean, whenever I have something I don't understand, I know I could look at them. But then also I know the younger class that's coming up now and is a big role on our team. I mean, they could always come to me, and I feel like we just have a good bond. And being an upperclassman now, I have those first 2 years to see the game, so that helps a lot with that.
What were you telling yourself going into the season, knowing that, like you just said, you had great seniors and juniors your first 2 years, and now it was your turn to try to be that to some of the younger kids? What were some of the things that you wanted to do to make sure you held up that standard of the juniors and seniors that you had the first 2 years?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I feel like our seniors pushed it from my whole high school. I mean, adversity was it's never gonna go away. So I mean, they set a tone when they graduated. I mean, that they instilled in us. I mean, I feel like we gotta just keep driving, keep working, and I feel like we push that on our younger kids too. I mean, no matter who we have, I mean, our program's strong. I mean, we can be great. So we just don't. We look back at the past, but I mean, we gotta look forward now.
What a time to be alive in Poland right now, huh? I mean, you got your football team that is fighting for an NE8 championship. They're on top of the conference right now, and they have a big matchup tomorrow with Girard, of course. You guys just won the NE8 championship. What's it like to look around this athletics room and see so many great athletes and so much success going on right now in the Poland Fall Sports Arena?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice. It's kind of like everyone's pushing each other to be great. I mean, even last year, I mean, all of us, the girls soccer, football, I mean, we all went to regionals. I mean, I feel like just at school too, I mean, it's like an environment where everyone's supporting each other. So, I mean, it helps every other team to want to do just as good as everyone else. So I feel like the environment at Poland helps with that a lot.
From your perspective, what is it about the environment that you just said that kind of drives excellence, makes this standard of excellence for Poland? We see a bunch of athletes from a bunch of different sports just have this desire to make Poland proud and hold up the tradition.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I go around school, either it's the teachers, it's my classmates, it's just anyone really. I mean, they're always asking about the games. You'll see them at the games. I mean, everyone's just there to support. And I mean, having that support around you, I mean, it's a good feeling, especially when you have that energy from the stands. It helps bring it onto the field as well.
When you go into the school day and like you said, you see teachers and people in the hallway kind of dapping you up a little bit, you know the school's behind you. What does that make you feel like when you get to put on that jersey and you get to kind of return the favor by supporting them and honoring them and being able to kind of represent the community when you put on the jersey?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, having that, especially because of the people in front of me, like the graduating class. I mean, it's kind of like just respect for them and like carrying on their legacy. So, I mean, especially for as a school too. I mean, we're just building up our reputation, keeping it going. I mean, we're a strong school in sports, and just got to keep building on that.
Not only are you succeeding on the soccer field, also succeeding in the classroom. What, a 3.9 GPA? It's impressive. What has been the key to your success in the classroom? What are some things that you do to make sure your schoolwork doesn't slide at all?
I mean, yeah, I stay up late at times. I'm bad with that. But it's just a lot. I mean, I just manage my time. I mean, especially after school, I get out a little earlier because I take some college classes. So I just make sure I get my work done then. And then always, what's the word? Education before athletic. But I mean, I feel like managing time helps me to balance them both. So, yeah.
You know, I feel like everyone kind of says education before athletes, but then, you know, we see guys and girls that like don't really buy into that fully. They're focused on, but you definitely are, obviously, because you have the 3.9. Where did that kind of attitude come from at an early age? When did you kind of lock in, okay, I do have to take care of my schoolwork before I worry about my sports?
I mean, yeah, from like when I was younger, I mean, that was just something I always cared about. It just felt good. I mean, my parents, especially, they pushed me to be better in school. And I mean, they rewarded me and made me feel good about getting those good grades, getting that good test score. I mean, it was just a good feeling. And then, especially now, I mean, soccer is good, but it won't be forever. So, I mean, I got to look forward to my future too. So having that good GPA will help a lot.
And we asked you in your pre-interview questionnaire about the future, and you already have a pretty big vision board full of some lofty goals. Talk about those and what kind of things you want to do after you graduate high school next year.
Yeah, I mean, I plan on looking to go towards like the medical field or either engineering, but I really do like the medical field, especially I want to be an orthodontist. I look at that a lot. I just feel like I don't like the doctor part with like, I don't know, blood work, needles, like the gross part, but I feel like braces is always like, I don't know, it's cool, orthodontist. You don't have to be stressed to go there.
I'm
I
just
don't mess with
laughing
needles.
because you don't like the gross part, but you're going to put your hands in people's mouths, which could be one of the dirtiest parts of the body. So, you
I
know,
just don't mess with needles. No needles for me. Just
no needles. Hey, I'm right there with you. I get queasy when needles come out, and I actually have to get like anti-anxiety meds when I'm getting needles because it's not fun at all.
not my thing.
But what kind of things drew you to wanting to be in that field and wanting to be an orthodontist or wanting to be even like engineering? What drives you towards that career path? Because there aren't a lot of kids out there, especially young kids, that say, man, I'm going to be an orthodontist when I grow up. So what kind of drove you towards that career path?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I just realized like if I'm able to prioritize schoolwork and I feel like I do well in class, I feel like I could go for one of those harder fields, and I know they do pay well. So it's like, I mean, if I know I have the drive to do it, I mean, I might as well. And especially since it'll work out, it'll benefit me a lot in the future.
And you also said in that pre-interview questionnaire that soccer in the next level is not off the table. It wasn't maybe your priority because you have those lofty goals of your career. But what are some doors that are still opening for college soccer? What are some things that could happen to make you feel comfortable that you could go and play soccer at the next level if that's what you wanted to do?
I mean, yeah, I would love to play at a college level. Like that's the goal. But I mean, I'd probably stay somewhere in Ohio if I did. But I mean, it would be revolved around my education, but I feel like if I have the opportunity to play, I most definitely will.
When you think about all the people that have kind of been there for you, your role models, your support system, who are some people that come to mind that you think are astronomical and that you wouldn't be where you are without?
Definitely my parents and my grandparents. I mean, my grandparents didn't come from much, and I mean, they built themselves up and have a successful business now. And I mean, that work rate kind of just like motivates me. And then with my parents as well, I mean, whether it was my dad driving me up to games hours away since I was 8, or it was my mom being at every game supporting me. I mean, they just drive me to be a better player and person at the same time. So it's like I just look up to them a lot since I see how much they support me in my career.
I want to ask you more about your grandparents because that's such a good story. Because when you're born, your grandparents, their story has already been told. They've already come from nothing. They've already gotten their business. So to hear those stories of people in your family that have really, believed in themselves enough to say, hey, we're gonna bet on ourselves. We don't have much, but what we have, we're gonna put into, our dreams. What does that do for you now that you're in that stage of life where you're starting to have to make those bets on yourself to accomplish the dreams that you want to do?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I gotta always look up to myself. I mean, I gotta keep that drive and not have pride. I gotta just stay humble, but I mean, I gotta just keep my work rate going, just keep my head up when things aren't going my way. I mean, I seeing how they come from, seeing how they had their grind and how they became successful. I mean, that's just something to look forward to and to notice that like I gotta persevere.
You've brought up adversity a couple of times in this interview. What do you think is your biggest form of adversity that you've faced in your career, and how did you get through it? How did you get past it?
I mean, definitely, especially last year, I feel like we went through so much adversity through the playoffs. I mean, just especially with soccer, I mean, I feel like losing that huge class or like getting players injured. I mean, it was feel like I always had one of us had to step up or one of us had to lead the way. I mean, it's like, it's weird. It just out of nowhere something could happen that changes like your game or your play style, and it's like someone has to step up to change that and to fix that and to persevere through it. Because I mean, if you can overcome that, I mean, you become great.
Obviously, soccer and schoolwork takes up a lot of your time, but when you're not playing soccer or doing homework, what are you doing? What are some of the hobbies and some of the things that you like to do outside of the sport and the school?
I'm insane at pickleball. I'm very good at pickleball. What else do I do? I play video games occasionally, but I try to steer away from that, especially during soccer season. I try to be more active. I like hanging out with friends, but other than that, spike ball too. I like spike ball a lot.
Spike, that's fun to watch. How much have you tried to talk Brian Banfield into starting a pickleball team at Poland? Like, if there was a pickleball team, would you be on it?
Oh, most definitely. Oh, I'm there. I'm there.
It's a call. Come on, Brian. Get on the phone. Get some kids involved. Let's start a
Have to
pickleball
convince you
group
pretty soon.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. When you think about, all the things that you've done at Poland, and we asked this for seniors too, but we'll ask you since you're a junior, what are you most proud of? What's something that you've done, whether it be in the classroom or on the field, that you're the most proud of being able to accomplish so far?
I mean, in school, I'm proud to be able to say I'm a good student, keeping my education well. But especially on the field, I mean, our wins and stuff are great. But I'm proud for like the team around me. I mean, I feel like we have such a good connection. I feel like I've made friends that like I would have never met with if it weren't for soccer. So that makes me happy to see like when I grow in my future, I'll know I have these people that I know that will always be there for me.
Who are some of those people on the soccer team or in soccer that you've met outside of Poland? I'm sure you play off-season soccer too, that you think are in your life and in your circle plainly because of soccer. You feel like maybe if it wasn't for soccer, they wouldn't have found themselves in your inner circle.
From Poland, I would for sure say last year's senior class. I mean, they were just such a good group, and I feel like they welcomed me in and they helped me they strive to be better. And this year, I feel like this senior class too, Xander and Andrea and Skevotsakoris, I mean, I grew such a good bond with them. And I mean, I've been around the twins since we go to the same church and stuff, but especially Xander too. I mean, just throughout soccer, seeing each other every day, we've got such a good bond. And also, I got a couple club friends that played TCSC with me, especially Max Erickson from Gerard. I mean, I felt he's one of my best friends now, and I talk to him all the time.
One of your best friends in the NE8, playing with them every year. What's it like competing against club opponents, competing against club teammates, and being able to kind of have that friendly rivalry when you're on the field with people that you know so well?
I mean, it's like we got to win that game, but I mean, after every game, I mean, I hope to see them do their best, but it's the middle of the game. You want to take a picture after the game. We both agree. We both just hope we do the best after we get a tough picture after.
Sorry, buddy. You're not my teammate right now.
Not
Gotta
right
beat
now,
you.
no.
Gotta beat you. But after you, we're cool. We're cool, but gotta beat you. All
Yeah.
right. We like to end these player profiles the same way every time, whether they're live or not. I want to give you the chance to kind of take the limelight off yourself. I know you talked about some of your role models already, but I want to give you the time to thank all the people in your life that support you, that come out and kind of have your back. And I want to give you as much time as you want to kind of give out some shout outs and some flowers to the people that you think deserve it.
I mean, I especially want to thank my parents. I mean, I wouldn't have been here if it weren't for them. I mean, they pushed me so hard out of soccer and in soccer. And I mean, I feel like they've made me the person I am today. And I also want to thank my club teammates, my soccer teammates at Poland. I mean, they pushed me to be great, my coaches. And I want to thank God because I mean, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for him. And I mean, that gives me a drive before I play, gives me that confidence, gives me that mindset that I need.
Michael, we want to thank you so much for coming on with us, talking to us live on the show about your junior season. NEA champions, congratulations on that. We wish you the best of luck in your tournament run. We hope that it goes as far as it can, and we can't wait to see you again real soon, buddy.
Thank you.
Michael Hostel from Poland, NEA champion. I'm sure we'll talk to some more of those players as the season and tournament goes on because I expect Poland to make a very deep run in soccer. So we'll have some time to get some more of those players on, maybe some of those seniors as well, to talk about what they're doing to leave a legacy for the leaders of tomorrow, which he'll be a leader next year as a senior, and they'll have other guys that step up in that junior class as well that will be tremendous leaders after they lose this really good senior class this year. But they hope that that's not for a while. They hope they can get some wins in the tournament and rack those up, and we'll be able to highlight them as they go on in their tournament run. Now we transition to someone that kicks just as well as Michael and the Poland Bulldogs do on both sides of the kicking arena, as not just a soccer star at Garrettsville Garfield, but also on the football team doing the field goal duties, the PAT duties, and the hero in Garrettsville Garfield wearing that cape, and it fits so well. The game-winning PAT against Liberty last week, and now a nice player profile on YSN, a great interview that we're going to share with you from Garrettsville Garfield. It's Hannah Timmons. Here you go. Anthony Hartwig here with a Garfield football and soccer player profile. It's a dual sport athlete, but a hero in the Garfield community this week. It's Hannah Timmons. Hannah, thank you so much. Junior in Garfield, we appreciate you coming on talking to us.
Of course, thank you.
So let's jump right to it. Well, we'll talk about the field goal that everyone in Garfield heard around the world first. The extra point that was the icing on the cake in your win on Friday night against Liberty to seal the deal. Hannah, let's talk about that moment and what it was like for you. Obviously, you missed the first two kicks you took. You go out there again, game's on the line. What's going through your head for this one?
I think the first two PATs, I was really in my head before the game. I told my coach, I was like, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. I'm so scared for this game. And they kept telling me, like, oh, just like every other game. Like, it's nothing. You're good. You're good. And the first two, things went wrong. And unfortunately, they didn't make it in. But for the last one, I think every coach went up to me. Every player went up to me. Like, our captain, Mike Hubner, he went up to me. And so same with my brother. And they're like, we're going to put you in. We're going to win this game. And you're going to kick it. And you're going to win. So I think I just prayed through it so much that I wasn't nervous at all. When it came to the last kick, the PAT that, finished it off, I wasn't nervous at all.
I love that you had your coaches and your captains kind of come up to you and say, like, we have confidence in you, because obviously, in the broadcast we're going through, do they want to go for two, that penalty, put them a little bit closer. But they said you're going in, like, this is your show. What did that mean to you to kind of have the confidence of your coaching staff and your captains to go out there again and to try to win the game?
I mean, it's surreal. It was everything. I was in my head, I'm like, they should go for two. The going for two has worked. We got it both times. So I was like really confident and they're going to do that. But all of them just kept going to me like, nope, you're going to win this game. You're going to do it. One of our coaches, Coach Mike Finney, he went up to me and he goes, every single coach has 100% confidence that you will make this. You are going to steal this game. Like, you can do this. You're a girl. You've always been our girl. Like, you're going to do this. So I think that, like, that means the absolute most.
And you absolutely backed them up with the make, and then you get to celebrate. What was that like to be able to have that moment, celebrate with your team, and to just go through all the things that probably go through your head when that kick goes in?
Oh, it was a dream. It was an absolute, like, right as I kicked it, I knew it was gonna go in. I started celebrating before it even went in. I knew, and it was just like all my friends are like hyping me up. They're giving me high fives. They're hugging me. They're picking me up. I go off the field, and every single coach is just giving me hugs, and it was. I think I'll never forget that moment.
Let's dive into when this journey with the football team started. How did you kind of get on this team to be the extra point girl? What were the conversations that were had to try to get you on there? Did they see the success you were having in soccer and try to bring you on? What was it like to kind of be asked, hey, do you want to come kick extra points?
So in the 2023 season, we had a really, really good kicker, Ethan Bittens. He was also a soccer player, so he was also one of those dual sport athletes. And then when he graduated, they kind of were left with like, who's going to replace? Who's gonna? And the whole summer they were kind of trying it out, trying to find someone. I brought it up to Moja. I'm like almost as a joke, but almost serious. Like, hey, I would do that. Like, I would kick it. And then when time went on, we both got busy. And then a week before the season started last year, they had a scrimmage, and it just kicking wise, it did not go good. And Mike Pays, one of our our JV head coach and one of our coaches, was in the box, and I was at the game to watch my brother because I have a younger brother, and he reaches his head out of the box and goes, "Hannah, you're gonna be at practice on Monday. Like, you're gonna be at practice on Monday." And I was like, "Okay, I'll be at practice on Monday." And then same with Coach Mosier. He went up to me when I was during throwing that same week, and he goes, "Come to practice Monday. Come to practice Monday." So there I went. I went to practice Monday.
Had you ever kicked a football before that? Like, did you have any kind of like inkling on you could do it?
Like jokingly with my brother, we did it a few times, but right when it was a Thursday, the scrimmage was, that I was told, no, you're gonna be on practice on Monday. That Saturday, I kicked with a past Hiram kicker that was friends with my dad, Chris Miller, and he kind of gave me the whole rundown on all what it was, so that by Monday I was really confident that I could do it.
Now let's talk about this because I think there are a lot of people out there because we do see high school soccer players go on to the football team and kick, and I think there are people that don't know that kind of think it's just a 1-to-1. If you're good at soccer, you'll be good at kicking a football. What are some of the key differences you think in being a football kicker that kind of aren't there for kicking a soccer ball on the soccer field?
So, I've played soccer since I was 4 years old. This season's my 21st, 22nd season playing soccer. So, kicking has just always been really natural for me. But I think some people forget that it's not the same thing, because I kind of have to turn my brain off. Soccer brain, have to turn it off and then turn my football brain on for football. So for football, you're just trying to get it so straight. You have to get your foot, way flatter so you don't curve it in. So I think there's just a lot of things that sometimes they combined. During the game on Friday, I think the first two I was partially in my soccer mind. And that's why they kind of veered more to the left, because I was swinging my hips like I would a corner kick. So I think that there is some downfall for being a both sport athlete in the kicking world.
How long did it take you to kind of get past that trying to flip it, like you said, trying to flip soccer mind off, trying to flip football mind on? How long did it kind of get you to grasp that, okay, this is different, I have to be a different kicker?
I think within, the first 2 weeks is when I finally realized oh, this is different. I have to make sure this is different. And for the most part, it's pretty natural. I think just naturally my brain can kind of switch on, switch off. But I do catch every so often there's times I'm oh, that was wrong.
If you're talking to, girls that want to be on the football team and kick, and maybe they're on the soccer team, they want to do what you're doing, what kind of advice do you give them to be able to have the confidence to go out there and try to get their coach to give them a chance to kick on the football team?
I think that being a girl, there's obviously some disadvantages. Girls are naturally not as strong, and I hadn't played football before, so there was stuff with that. But I think that any girl that is strong enough and that has the technique will overshine just being naturally stronger. So I think that depending on the team, my team has been so welcoming. Of course, there's been some people that have had different opinions and parents and all that stuff. But for the majority of it, like 99% of everyone has just been so supportive and so in love that I think you just have to look past the fear that you won't be accepted, because there obviously are going to be people that aren't, but for the most part, you will be loved and you'll be accepted, and it will bring you so much more memories and everything. Like, it's worth it.
Yeah, I guarantee if there are naysayers out there, you start hitting a few field goals, they'll go away real quick. Real quick. Okay, you're winning us games. Okay, whatever. Let's transition to talking about the soccer program, because you guys are having one of the best years this program has had in a long time. 7 wins right now. You had 3 wins last year, no wins the year before. What is kind of the turnaround in this girls' soccer program for Garfield? What do you think are some of the keys to your success?
So we don't have a youth program like that one, not anymore. We had them like a smaller one when I was younger, but it kind of just like dispersed throughout the years. So a lot of people that played soccer and from being really young to now, they've had to like play for other clubs and other teams. So I think that my freshman year, especially, also like my 8th grade year, they had so many people that were joining soccer their freshman year or their sophomore year that had never played before at all. And I think that's why my freshman year we didn't have any wins, because we were kind of breaking through that, like the first year of playing a sport that you've never played before. But now, me being a junior, and we have 13 seniors right now, they've gotten the hang of it. They've gotten so much better between my freshman year, my sophomore year, that's we're finally making the breakthrough in their skill level. So I think that's the main thing. Like, we're just over the hump of I'm new to I'm good at this.
You said you've been playing soccer for a long time before high school. Where did you kind of find it, since there wasn't a youth program to go to? Where did you find soccer as a younger girl?
So when I was younger, I played for the YMCA that was available at Garrettsville. Same with my brother and I. Slowly, we kind of like were pushed up with like age division. So I was in 4th grade, my brother was in 3rd grade. We were on the 6th grade team. And then after that, we played at Crestview, not Crestview, Manaway, so Crestwood. Then we played a few seasons for Ravenna. Then I played for LeBray too, and we just have always been involved in like different soccer camps, like Streetsboro and all that stuff. So there's definitely teams out here and teams that are close, but it was kind of getting used to like not playing with people that you knew at school.
To make that extra effort to find the teams and find the sport, you obviously have to love it. What do you love so much about soccer? What made it something that you wanted to find all these teams and make sure that you could play as much as you could?
I think that it was just something that it was so familiar to me. My brother was really good at it when we were younger too. So it was just like something that we both could, do together and we were really good at. I tried volleyball. I did not like volleyball. I played basketball. I did dance. I did cheer. I did all these different sports, but like soccer to me was always something that I was really, really good at. I had strong legs growing up, even now, but like it was just, and I also just love the team aspect. It's just, there's so many different positions, so many different skill levels. I think soccer to me is just amazing.
The one thing I've always liked asking soccer players, because the one thing that's different about the other sports that we broadcast especially, is there's no really timeouts in soccer. You get a half time to talk to your coach, and that's about it. Everything else is just you're out there. You have to make adjustments on your own. What's that like to kind of, almost have to coach yourself during a game and make adjustments for yourself?
So we have 3 coaches on the soccer team. We have Erica Jarvis, Kellyanne, and Aaron Gilbert. They do a really good job with, using their voices and like saying from the sidelines, like something that needs to be fixed really quick. But for the most part, we really depend on each other. That's the main thing. Like sometimes I'm doing something and I have no clue I'm doing it. I have no clue I'm going to fix it. But my friends or our goalie, they know how to do that. Me being one of the captains, and I'm a center back, so I'm the last line of defense. I see the whole field. I think a lot of my teammates depend on me to coach them through things, to fix little things, to see little things that they might not see. So I guess that's kind of like my job. Like I'm the coach on the field, which is really nice. But yeah, you kind of have to depend on your teammates and everything for that.
We love Coach Gilbert. We've interviewed him a bunch during the basketball season, and we did a coach's corner for soccer last year with him as well. What's it mean to have him as a head coach and to be able to see him kind of navigate the waters that we were talking about, where the program, was down for a little bit, but he kind of stuck with it. He stuck with you guys, kept the confidence up, and here you are with a 7-win season. How much do you think he has kind of been a pillar for the winning that we're seeing this year?
I mean, so I was a ball girl my 8th grade year, so I kind of got to see how it was for like my next year. And my 8th grade year, so the class of 26's freshman year, it was really hard. They had some really good players and they played really good. They had a great, ending season, but I think it was weighing on Gilbert a lot because it wasn't exactly what he wanted, and I think he was getting a little tired with the program. There were so many girls. I think they had 32 girls that year. Like, it was just a lot for it being just him. And so I think that was really hard for him the next year to like be like, okay, fine, I'll just do one more year. I'll like see how it works. And then my freshman year, and we go 0 wins. But I am so thankful for him that he saw the potential. He saw that there were so many girls that wanted to play. There were so many girls that you could like they had opportunity, like they had potential to be good. And every life brings up and downs, and I know there's been a whole bunch of like just life up and downs throughout the past few years, but I think that any girl on a team could say that they're so thankful that he stuck through it with us and gave us the confidence, gave us the skill and all that stuff to go from being a 0-win team to being a 7-win team and, making a good run in playoffs.
Coach Gilbert, also the voice of the home games for the Garfield football team. So if you're out there watching their broadcast, you'll hear his voice when they're at home. What was his? Did he text you or get to see you after the game-winning field goal? What were some things that he had for you after that?
So normally he texts me after games, but I think we were so busy he didn't end up texting me after Friday's game. But Saturday morning practice at 9:30, he goes up to me and goes, "A girl save him again. They had their girl save him again." So I think that he was just really proud, and that was really
That sounds like Coach Gilbert to a T. We want to make sure that we give you the chance before we end this interview to kind of shine a light on the people in your life and take the limelight off yourself a little bit and the people that have gotten you to where you are and the people that support you so much. So I want to give you the chance to give some shout outs and some thank yous to the people that you think really deserve it.
I mean, this list could be ever long, but I think the main thing I have to start off with is that I credit 100% of my skill, my confidence, everything to, Jesus Christ. And I think that he's such a big part of our team, our football team, our soccer team, but mainly our football team in my life, that he's really giving us such a big like opportunity here. With that, like before every game, we pray. Our whole football team, we get down, we pray, and it's the coach's thing. And our captain, Mike Hubner, says the prayer. And I think that's such a big fundamental thing for my team. With my team, my coaches, I can't be more proud, more happy for my coaches. Like they are like I have like 10, 15 dads. I have so many more like people that are supporting me and loving me. And I think being a girl and just being naturally as competitive as I am, I get down on myself a lot. My dad likes to tell me that my biggest competitor is myself. And yes, coaches, they teach me and they, all this stuff, they coach, but also just they're good people. They remind me who I am. They remind me my skill. They remind me what I can do. So they really help build up my confidence. My teammates, I could list every single one of them and, wouldn't give them enough, like I wouldn't give them enough time because they are so important to me. My brother especially, having, a brother on a team that's really, really important for me. But another person that I really like, my parents, of course. My parents have supported me throughout this whole thing. When I'm down, I'm sad, I'm really upset. They're always there. When I'm happy, they're there to celebrate with me too. But also, I think like primarily just my dad. You can see me after every single kick. I go off the field and I look up in the stands. There, my dad is, the 50-yard line. I'm looking at him and he's watching over the video because he takes it on his phone and he tells me, "Okay, you need to hurry up a little bit. That was good," or "You swung your hips a little bit." Or "The snap was a little bad, like you're okay, like it's okay to like brush it off." So I think a main part of my football career is, credit to my dad. My dad is he's one of my best friends. So yeah, I think that's like I could go on and for days and days on people that I'm so thankful for. But yeah, those are definitely the main ones that I wouldn't be able to do what I do and, accomplish what I've accomplished without them.
Hannah, we want to thank you so much for coming on, talking to us about your incredible season that you're having on both the soccer field and football field. We want to wish you the best of luck going forward, and we can't wait to see you again real soon.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Didn't I tell you that was a great interview? Did I not tease it saying, hey, this is a great conversation? Wow, it was. I mean, that clocked in at a little bit over 17 minutes. And when I tell you we could have gone for 25 just talking about leadership and the things that she's able to do for both the football and soccer team, it could have easily gone on longer. It's a great conversation, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed being able to conduct it. One of the best interviews we've done this year for sure. It'll go in that top 10. That doesn't exist really. It's just in my mind. We don't make a top 10 interviews of the year. But I appreciate it. We want to thank Hannah for her time giving it to us. The hero of Garrettsville Garfield this week and probably for weeks to come. I'm sure that won't be the last clutch kick that she'll hit in her career. I also want to thank Michael Hostel for coming on the show today, giving us his time on his day off, right? They're off today. They're off tomorrow. But he still gave some time to come on and do an interview. Brand new NE8 champion, Poland Bulldogs. Congratulations to them. We like to end the show. If you're new, we have a sponsor of the show, the Joe Dickey Electric. Everything electrical, you can count on them. You can go to DickeyElectric.com to find out more about that wonderful sponsor that we have. They sponsor the Joe Dickey Electric. What's your spark? Which is how we end every show. So without further ado, let's roll that spark. And my spark today got a two-pronged spark because DJ's not here, so I want to make sure that we get a couple of them, give that sponsorship their money's worth, right? So my first spark is, hey, if last night was proof of anything for volleyball, student sections make volleyball so much better. Get out there if you're a student body. Come to these volleyball matches. We have so many great volleyball teams in the YSN family. I want to see more student engagement like I did last night. Shout out to Edgewood and Jefferson student body for just bringing the energy for their volleyball teams. Maplewood, I've been there a couple of times. They bring the energy for their volleyball teams. Get out there and be an energetic force for your student athletes. They go to the football games, so turn around the favor. Get out there and be a student section for your volleyball teams because they definitely deserve it, and it makes it so much more energetic and fun. It's already a momentum-driven sport, but when student sections are there, getting into every point, it ticks up, and it gets so much better. So students out there, if you're watching, make sure to go out and be a student section for your volleyball team because they deserve it, and they are very good out there. There are a lot of very good teams that deserve a good, proper student section. My second spark, and I started this last week. I'm going to try to do it every Thursday if I can kind of get the words and the calling to do it every week. But we will start Motivation Thursday. I want to leave you guys because we obviously aren't going to be here tomorrow and we won't be back till Monday. So Thursdays, I'm going to try to leave everybody with kind of a motivation, a push to get them through the weekend and back into Monday when we come back. Today is about kind of searching for instruction over inspiration because I think there's a lot of people out there that only look for inspiration. You go through some of their profiles and it's just full of generic inspirational quotes and that's all they really got. And I'm telling you guys, that has a moment, that has a place. But if all you're looking for is inspiration out there and you don't get instruction, all you got is a lot of faith with not knowing what to do with it. If you go to IKEA and you get a new furniture set from IKEA, you come home, you bring up the box, you empty it out, and the instruction manual, you flip open the first page and it says, bro, you got this. You flip open the next page, you go, girl. You flip open the next page, I can do all things. You're going to return that and be like, hey, I don't know how to build this new bed or this new dresser or whatever it may be. I can't build it. This instruction book is full of inspirational quotes. I got no idea how to build this thing. There's no instruction there. There's no guidance. And sometimes we get into the habit of looking for that in our spiritual, in our prayer life. All you get is inspiration. But you don't ever look for instruction and guidance. You will never be able to navigate how to honor God with your finances if you don't have instruction. You won't be able to navigate a marriage and all the intricacies that trying to hold up a godly marriage if you don't have the instruction book. You won't be able to navigate for high schoolers. Being in high school and living your faith is tough because there's a lot of different people with different viewpoints in that school. You won't be able to navigate it if you don't have an instruction book on how to do it, how to be among people that maybe don't see the things the same way that you do, how to navigate that. You won't be able to do it with inspiration alone. You need instruction. So my motivation for you to get you through the weekend and get you into Monday, don't get hooked on inspiration and lose the instruction. You'll have a whole lot of faith, but you won't know what to do with it. You won't know what to do with it. So with that being said, that will be a show for you today. Want to thank Hannah Timmons for her time. Want to thank Michael Hostel for his time as well. Both of them coming on and giving interviews for the show today. Hannah, of course, pre-recorded, but Michael doing it live. Thank them both for their time. We want to thank our sponsors, Toyota of Warren. They want to take you places. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, make sure to check out Toyota of Warren. And if you see the YSN Mobile, know that is directly from Toyota Warren. It is a Toyota Tundra, and DJ is proud to ride that everywhere he goes for YSN. And also, we want to thank Greenwood Chevrolet in Austintown. They will go the extra mile for you in every single way, whether it be the service department or the salespeople. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, make sure to check out Greenwood Chevrolet in Austintown. They want to go the extra mile for you. With that being said, I'm Anthony Hartwig. Once again, no show on Friday, so we will not see you again on YSN Live until Monday. Enjoy the football action tomorrow and tonight. There is a handful of football games on the network tonight. Zone coverage with DJ Oakley and Sam Torres and Rob Johnson and Greg McAfee will be at Western Reserve tonight as the Blue Devils welcome in Waterloo. It's going to be a 5 o'clock start for zone coverage. Special start time because it's a pregame show of a game going on tonight. So 5 o'clock from Western Reserve, DJ and the boys will be doing zone coverage. They'll have their picks for the week as well. Don't miss that. There's still some volleyball on the network as well tonight. That'll be I don't think we have anything broadcasted on Saturday, so this will be the regular season volleyball finale for Ohio. We have a couple of PA games going on in the regular season next week, but for the most part, this will be it. This will be the last hurrah, I guess I should say, for regular season volleyball. Reminder that if you want your tournament, volleyball or soccer or any sport really that's not football, broadcasted, it will be a sponsorship that will be required to broadcast it. We would love to come out and do it, but because of the fees put on by the OHSAA to broadcast them, we have to kind of compensate for that. So we asked for a $200 sponsorship from, it could be anybody. It could be your booster club. It could be, we've had the coaching staff. It could be a business that wants to see your team on. $200 per game sponsorship to get those games on the network. If you are interested, reach out to us on social media or email us at info@ysnlive.com. We will take care of you if you want your team's tournament run broadcasted on YSN Live. Make sure to do that in a hurry, though, because it is first come, first serve. Our announcers are limited. Our availability is limited. So if you want your team covered, you got to get on it, and you got to let us know. That way we can get an announcer there for you to the best of our ability. For Anthony Hartwig, this is me signing off today at YSN Live. May the sports be with you, everyone out there. There's no one to answer that. That's it. May the sports be with you, everyone. We'll get out of here.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of Your Sports Network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.